my name is Jazz and welcome to my channel. Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. So happy to have you here today, and for today's video I want to share with you 2 new DIYs that I made to decorate my home. And I love how these DIYs turned out. They are so on a budget because I already have the materials or I reuse them from another DIYs that I made in another projects. And I just hope that this video helps you and inspires you to be creative. If you like it, please say big thumbs up. That really helps to support this channel. And make sure that you are subscribed and that you hit the bell to get notified every single time that I'm going to be uploading new videos. Remember to follow me on all my social media pages, my webpage jazomy.com, and my other channel Jazomy Home. Guys, we post a new video, another one. We're so happy and excited to share that. So make sure that you check the link in the description box and make sure that you are subscribed too. So yeah, let's get started. For this project, I'm going to be reusing and recycling this wreath that I made for Easter. I really love how it turned out, but now it's time to change it a little bit and try to use the same one for this next season. So I'm going to be removing the bunny that has the bow and all of the eggs that my wreath has. I decided to leave the eucalyptus and those flowers that it already has. I think they are going to look great now for spring and maybe for summer too. So I'm going to be leaving those, but I'm going to be adding these flowers that I get from Walmart. All of this greenery and flowers, all of them are from Walmart for only 97 cents. So make sure that you always check that. I'm going to be adding these that has like small white flowers. I think they're going to look so good on this wreath too, and it's going to make my wreath a little bit more fuller. Of course, you can add the flowers or the greenery all over the wreath, but this wreath is giant and I don't want to spend a lot of money in greenery and trying to cover all of the wreath. So I decided to only add the greenery and the flowers on 2 of the sides. Next, I'm going to be using this piece of wood that I found on my garage. It's super old, but I'm going to be using these because it's what I have. You can maybe use a sign from Dollar Tree to recreate these. And what I'm going to be doing is to make 2 holes on each side of my plank with my drill, and this is going to help me to attach these wood to the wreath later. Next, you want to sand everything with a sandpaper or a sanding sponge to have a smooth surface. From there, I'm going to be painting this wood with my Waverly chalk paint in white color. You can paint your sign any color that you like and you want. I think white is pretty neutral and it's going to work for every season. So I'm going to paint it white and then I'm going to let it dry. Next, you want to add any kind of rope or jute to the holes that you did on your sign, and then you can attach the sign to the wreath with the rope. You can add maybe a stencil, a sticker. I decided to stick this beautiful home sign that I get from Dollar Tree a few months ago. I like it a lot. I think this is from Valentine's. I'm not sure. But I really like it, and I think it's just perfect for my wreath or my front door. And I just stick it with hot glue to the wood. Next, I want to reuse the bow that my wreath already has. So I'm going to be reusing that, but I'm going to add another bow with this burlap ribbon that I get from Dollar Tree. I'm going to make a small bow. I'm going to add it to the big one, and then I'm going to attach them to the wreath. Once I was done, this is how my wreath turned out, and I really like it. It looks completely different from the other one, and I'm so happy. I already have all of the materials to do this DIY, and I'm really happy. Remember, you don't need to get a new wreath for every single season. You can reuse the old ones and just make them look like new. For the next project, I'm going to be using this piece of wood that I also found on the garage when I was moving, and it is huge. It is about 24 by 30 inches. So yeah, I'm going to be using these for the background of my frame, and at first I'm going to be sanding these to make sure that I'm having a very smooth surface first. Next, I'm going to be painting the wood using my Waverly chalk paint in moss color, and I really like this color. I think it's just the perfect tone and it matches with everything. So I'm going to be painting the wood with 2 coats of paint, and then I'm going to let it dry. Once I was done, this is how it looks, and I like it a lot. Now it's time to make the frame for my wall art, and for that I'm going to be using these pieces of wood that I already have. I'm reusing these ones from a DIY that I did in the bathroom in the other channel, Jazomy home, in the other house. So basically I'm reusing these. So once I cut all of my sticks with 45-degree angles, I'm going to be painting the wood. They already are stained, but I don't like the color. It doesn't match with what I have on mine, and for that I'm going to be using my Waverly waxing antique color and also my chalk paint in white color, and basically I'm going to be like mixing these to make like a dry brush distress weather technique on these pieces of wood. Once I was done with the paint, this is how they look, and now it's time to stick all of these sticks together to make the frame. And for that I'm going to use wood glue. I'm going to be adding the wood glue on the edges of the sticks, and then I'm going to be putting staples to reinforce my frame. I leave these dry during the night, and now that is the next day, I'm going to be putting all of the pieces together. I'm going to be sticking the frame with the piece of wood, and for that I'm going to be adding nails on the back. I'm going to add a few nails on the back just to make sure that it sticks well, but you can also use wooden glue to do this DIY. And guys, you can do the same. You don't need like a big piece of wood. You can use a foam board from Dollar Tree and maybe any piece of wood that you have at home. You can use stir sticks that you can get from Walmart to make a wall art similar to this one. Now you can paint, you can add a stencil, or maybe you can print something from Google. You can maybe use markers, whatever you had on hand. I'm going to be using my Cricut. I use my Cricut maker to make this huge decal that says faith, and I'm going to be adding that on the top of the sign with some transfer tape. And because this is extra big, I'm going to be adding these on parts. First, I measure everything, making sure that it's straight, and then I'm going to be sticking the decal on parts, and that way I'm going to make sure that it's going to stick perfect. And I did the same with the other decals that I have. I stick them on the bottom of the sign to complete my project. once I was done, this is how these DIY turned out. This is from the Bible and I really like it. This is going to be perfect now for my new living room that I'm going to be decorating on my other channel, Jazomy Home. So you need to make sure that you are subscribed to that other channel too if you want to watch how I'm going to style these and my whole living room. And I can't wait, you guys, to watch that video. It's coming pretty soon, so make sure that you are subscribed to the other channel too. And I just hope that you like this video, and please, if you do, give me a big thumbs up. That really helps to support this channel. Make sure that you are subscribed, that you hit the bell, and that you share all of my videos, and follow me on all my social media pages and my webpage jazomy.com, and of course in the other channel, Jazomy Home. All the links are always in the description box of the video, and see you in the next one. Bye guys.